Good evening. This is Janet Hayward from Cleveland, Ohio. And I don't know about you, but we are having tumultuous weather here. It'll go from 60 to 40 and it's very variable. So today I would like to talk about copywriting, the concept that words sell. And I'm going to do a few short videos about copywriting because it is essential to what we're doing. And copywriting, as I've mentioned in a previous video, is simply the copy that we write. So it is what we write in our ads. It's what we write in our posts. It's what we write. And in your copywriting, it will have your voice. And this voice will evolve over time. Because as we become more comfortable doing it and speaking freely from our own voice, it will just become more comfortable. So the big thing with copywriting is that words sell. So it is important that we learn how to do this. And there are some basic guidelines, and they've been in existence for about over 100 years. I looked, and the first father of copywriting was actually born in 1838. So he is the one that started this whole utilizing words for marketing and had it become a much more formal and I guess something that was paid attention to. And I can get his names. And in fact, if anybody is interested in a list of references that you may want to read or look into about copywriting, please just type yes in the comments, and I am happy to send you a list of authors and books that I have found helpful. So the point is that with copywriting, there are some basic guidelines that have been in existence for 100 years or over 100 years. There are concepts that are tried and true, and they've been used over and over and over again. So you can find the guidelines and then start utilizing it. And some of them have changed a little bit because of the internet. But they're not huge changes. It's more of a spacing thing with the internet. So I want to start talking about copywriting and looking at how we write. And one of the first things that I want to talk about is the idea of perfection. It does not have to be perfect. In fact, I hear time and time again, people will say, some of the ads that I thought were the worst ended up being the most productive. So don't worry about perfection. Do worry about misspelled words, which isn't a problem. We have spell check. It is not a problem. So you want to have the words spelled correctly, but now we're not even bound by the rules of grammar. You can use punctuation. In fact, it's recommended that you use punctuation in a little different manner. You can use hyphens to space. You can start a sentence with "and" or "because." There are things that you can do in your copy that do not have to follow the strict guidelines in the English language. And hello, people who join me. I'm sorry, I will chat later. I have a hard time reading the names. But thank you for being here. So anyhow, you don't have to be perfect. You want to spell correctly. You want to have it be readable. So that's where spacing will come in. And we'll talk about this further later. But you want to have space in between your lines, especially on the internet, because people will scan it. And so you want it, I call that have it scannable, that people can read it really quickly. And you want it to be your voice. You want, as much as possible, to write in a conversational manner. And this is where I had the greatest challenge, you know, and I think many people do. Initially, it can be sort of stiff. But that's okay. As, excuse me, as I have said, with many things, just do it. Start doing it. It is by doing it and practicing that we get better. So we do learn some basic guidelines, but don't become so enmeshed in learning that you never move forward. So just start doing it, learn the guidelines, and the first one is spell your words correctly, don't worry about grammar, and have it be in your own voice, in a conversational voice. So, since I have a tickle in my throat, and I don't have any water handy, I am going to have to say goodbye tonight. And again, if you'd like any references, a list of references, just say yes in the comments. And I will see you tomorrow, and we will talk about another component of copywriting. Thanks. Bye.